Do you have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. This message is sponsored by DGS, the Degenerative Gambling Society, aka Cap Nation Live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cap Nation Live, your Saturday game day edition. Saturday, the 23rd of November. Ooh, just a handful of days away from Thanksgiving. Let the fun begin now. What's going on, everybody? Anthony, who dat Bob in the house? Mr. Brackens, Nick Martinez, Thomas, LaShawn, Gennaro, getting everything up and running. Mr. Beeman, thanks for jumping on board Premium Plays for today. Ronald, my brother from another mother, jumping on board my personal plays. Henry as well. Thomas. Richard jumping on board Double Dipping Premium Plays and Personal Plays. Glad to have you on board. By the way, plays are posted. I believe they posted them like 30, 35 minutes ago. So they're up. They're up. Guaranteed Saturday was posted yesterday. You like that? I was like, yesterday. Thomas says Indiana, 9.5 team total first half. Gennaro, how are we looking today? I like today. I really do. Got a headache. A little bit of a headache. And I'm hot. They got the heater on all of a sudden. It's fucking hot in here. Like, turn that heater off. We are going to jump right into the breakdowns today because we are going to have 2 live shows this morning. We're going to have 2 live shows this morning. The normal one. And then we will have the daily... Well, hold on. Let me take that back. We have the daily one. This one. And then we will have the second one, which will be for members only live. And that will take place right at noon, right at the start of the games. Right at the start of the games. So we'll go live here until like 11:50-ish. And then we will cut from here and switch directly over to the members only live, which should be fun, especially getting a little bit of a tad bit earlier start. But plus, we got college basketball going. It should be a busy morning. Give me 1 second, folks. Give me 1 second. And then we'll be rocking and rolling. Nick, how did premiums do yesterday? 2-1. Had Wright State +6. I think it was +6. I know I bet it once and I got 5.5, and which I bet it twice. I ended up betting Wright State twice. And I got 5.5 and 6. But we gave it out at 6 when the lines came out. And lost by 3. 70. It was a high-scoring game, like 77-74. Lost on the Warriors. I think they won by 4. We had them laying 9. And then, God, that light is bright this morning. And then UNLV laying 7.5. So, 2-1. 2-1. College basketball has been absolutely wacky, crazy, and that's the only way I can describe that one. College basketball has just been wacky and crazy the last 4 days. Last 4 days, it's been a little odd, if that's how you would describe it. Certain teams getting blown out when they're ahead. That should never get blown out. Almost like they just decide just not to come out the second half. And then you'll have games like Kentucky laying 36, and they come out and win by 50. I think they won by 50 or 49, something like that. They won by a crap ton. Murray State getting upset by Utah Valley yesterday. That was a complete shock. Same thing with Notre Dame going home. Frantia says you couldn't shave off 3. Oh, I needed more than 3 strokes. The only reason he won, guys, the only reason CMM won, which, Chad, if you're here, premium plays are in your account, the only reason he won is because he didn't go over the total. That's the only reason he didn't win, is because he didn't go over the total. I made money yesterday, but I shot a massive, and I told you guys I wasn't playing good. I got that new swing, which my drives were great, and stumbled on the short game yesterday, big time. And somehow I made money because the doc played worse than me. Oh, the poor doc, man. Oh, my God. But I ended up shooting a massive 101 yesterday. Straight embarrassment. I shot a 54-47. 54 on the front, 47 on the back. So CMM won because he did not go over, and he was the highest one that guessed. So I do appreciate all you guys, giving me the big vow of confidence to shoot a low score yesterday. But I was like, guess 107. And the fact that the doc had a worse day than me was a shock. We were on, so we play we play front, back, overall, and then we play every hole. And I was smoking them on the front. And we do closest to the pin on the par 3s. And if you don't, and our par 3s are $25 par 3s, and the par 3 holes are doubled. So instead of it being $50 a hole, the par 3s are $100, and then we do $25 closest to the pins. But closest to the pin, you got to get par or better, and obviously land on the green. But if there's no KP on hole 1 or on the first hole 3 or the first par 3, it carries over to the next one, and then the next one. So we get to the third one, which is hole 11, and so it's a $75 par 3 closest to the pin plus a $100 hole, and he lands one 25 feet away on the green. It's a nice 2-putt away from him, $175 hole. I land it just short of the green, like on the fringe, like inches, but like 10 feet out. Inches. Prantia, you were banging on those lessons? Oh, the lessons definitely helped the drives, that's for sure. I actually smoked one yesterday that went over the water, which we have to hit over the water. It's like 205 to carry, and I carried it with ease, and with the rollout, it went 270. Like, best drive of my life, and it left me 90 yards out. I ended up parring that hole. I played like crap on the front. I played, I can tell you, starting on 10, 11, 12, on 13, I played way better. Starting on 13, I went par, bogey, double, bogey to end the round. So I played like shit the first 13 holes. But yeah, so He's 25 feet out, 22 feet, whatever it was. And he ends up 3-putting for a bogey, which doesn't give him the closest to the pin. And I end up winning the hole because I parred it. I chipped from the fringe. I probably should have putted it to play it safe, but I chipped. Chipping's been good. Hell, I chipped in on, what was it, for par? 14. Yesterday I chipped in for par, so my 56 has been treating me well, but I chip up there and then have a little tap in for par. So I end up winning the $100 hole, and it gets carried over. The KP gets carried over to the fourth one. So, yeah. After that, he was already playing shitty, but after he fucked up in 3-putt and gave away a $175 hole, what did the doc go? After that, he went, listen to this score. Double, 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 par, double, triple, double. Just smoked him. So, I didn't play good. I felt good the last 5 holes. No, last 6 holes, because I went par, par, bogey, bogey, bogey. And I played bogey after that. But normally I'm good for at least 4 to 5 pars in a birdie look, and I did not have a legitimate birdie look. I mean, I guess maybe I could have chipped in on hole 11, but it's not a real good look for a 18 handicap. But overall, it was a good tune-up. I've got a big game with my mortgage guy and that group that I play with on Tuesdays. They called me and they said, hey, I know you don't play on Saturdays, but can you please play Saturday afternoon? There's I don't know, they've got 11 plus me, so 12 guys. They needed a 12th, because I usually don't golf on the weekends. They needed a 12th man. I don't know what kind of game it is, but they're like, it's a team game. They're like, we need you. I'm like, you just want my strokes. He goes, yeah, we need your strokes too. So somehow I got picked up and these boys play. One dude owns an actual legit bank. The other guy is a mortgage broker. Then there's I don't know what else. Some other guy owns some huge fantasy sports team or fantasy sports company. So I get to play this afternoon as well. So I got a good tune-up. So we'll do it again for everybody here. Now I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you what I shot the last time I played this course. And I'm going to be honest with you. The course that I'm playing is fucking tough. We're not playing at my country club. We're playing at my buddy's course that he lives on. And give me 1 second. Oh, and yesterday I didn't give you guys a fair shot. Normally we play from the whites, which is what our handicap calls for. We played from the blues, so it was like almost 600 yards longer yesterday. So that was definitely a big change, which obviously is going to make me shoot way higher. All right, I will tell you guys, we're going to do the same promotion, the daily free play video. You post closest to what I shoot without going over to win a package for the following day. Now, I'm going to go look up and tell you exactly what I shot here. I think I've only played... Oh, it may not show me. It wasn't good, though. Oh, here we go. 2024 scores. And I'm giving you guys a big hint here. This course that we're playing ate me alive last time I played there. Actually, no, it didn't. I take that back. I played good. This course is a very tough course for me. I shot a 95 last time. 95. So no guesses in this video. If you guess on the daily free play video, closest without going over. Closest without going over. And you win a package for Sunday. And by the way, I remember that game. I remember that day because my mortgage broker shot a 72 and I made $900 that day. Fucking smoked him. Almost got $1,000 off of him. And I shot a 95. But the way we play, that they play, you know, I think he gives me 15 strokes. I get 7 on the front, 8 on the back, and we can press or full press after every hole that you're down. So I went down because I had 3 blow-up holes. I remember I had 3 blow-up holes in the very beginning and kept doing a full press. So I was getting my full strokes after every one. So I just smoked them. Just kept smoking them on full presses. And he's like, how the hell do I shoot par and lose $900 to an 18 handicap? Yeah. I'm telling you, I need a content creator to come out and film exactly what we do because it's fucking comical. Oh, you could have seen the doc have a meltdown yesterday. Multiple meltdowns. No clubs were thrown, though. I almost chucked one a couple of times, but, you know, you got to refrain. Mr. Brackens asked, can we discuss the Illinois game? Illinois and Rutgers college football? Is that what you would like to discuss, sir? The noon Eastern game, one of the first ones that starts in 51 minutes. We can absolutely discuss that one if you would like. If that's what you're referring to. Alex, what did he shoot? Oh, the doc? Surprisingly, only a 104. Or excuse me, 105. Which, believe it or not, I believe is his worst round that I've ever seen him play. Me and him are very, I mean, I think they have him as a high, he's lower handicap than me. I think he's like a 16. But I shoot lower than him every single time. But he beats me because of the par 3, the closest to the pins. He somehow, I'll get a good lead on him and he gets all the money back on one fucking hole. But yeah, he shot a disastrous 105. He played, how many doubles did he have yesterday? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he had 10 doubles and 3 triples yesterday. Oh, that's one way to stay over 100. I had 2 blow-up holes on the front side that just could have gave me a respectable mid-90s had I not blown up hole 5, which was a par 5, and 9. 5, I shot one out of bounds. I teed off into the water. It's that new swing. When I fuck up, I hit a ball left. And no more slice. No more slice. So when I hit a ball, I hit it left. And hole 5, you don't want to go left off the tee, especially since we played farther back. We played from the blues. It's straight water the complete side of us. From the whites, there's usually a little bit of water in play, but not much. But yeah, this one barely went in the water, but, you know, is what it is. That's right. Still made money. Still made some good change yesterday. Because I'm going to need it. I'm probably going to lose my ass today. Hopefully not. Hopefully we make some fucking money. Alex, that's a very good guess. That is a very good guess. But I'm coming today. I'm feeling good. I'm a little sore. You know, I'm a little sore. A little tight. We'll do a little stretching, a little warming up when we get there. Renault, what's going on, man? But that's a good score. I like it. And I am definitely going for the gusto today. So I picked it up late in the day yesterday and really started I was tired. I was straight out of gas. And it was like I felt like I was literally like after every hole I was digging deep. All right, so jump right into it. First one is at the request of Mr. Brackens. Illinois and Rutgers. By the way, daily free play video is an early play today. Don't miss out on that one. And I really like that one. Do you know we're going to fire on these games? Hell yeah. Good, good, good. Oh, I bet before I went to bed last night, because I got a fairly decent early bedtime yesterday, surprisingly, I fired... it was a lot, all live wagers except for North Carolina. I fired North Carolina late, and to be honest, guys, I didn't even see that game on the board. They were laying 15.5, and it was close, and they ended up winning by what, I think 18. But I had North Carolina pregame at 15.5. I live bet Duke when they were up by 9 with 2 minutes to go. The line was -8.5. I fired on them, and then I fired the alternate total over 42.5. That was in the UNLV game when I think they had like 39 points. No, they didn't have, what did they have? 26 points. Fired on that plus UNLV money line when they were down big, and ended up being like not huge, but a plus 407. But I fired 550 on it, which is an odd number for me. And I woke up to a surprise. So it's always nice to wake up to a surprise. So I feel like I'm waking up in an even better mood. When you make a bet and then you wake up and you're like, fuck yeah! You know, I just hit a $2,700 parlay. I ended up being 2240, right? So made 2240 in profit off of it, and you wake up and you're already 2200 ahead. I'm extra motivated today. So we had a little black flag hanging over our head. I think I slept it off and woke up to something fucking positive. So I think we're gonna have a great day today. Ronald says, do I think we're gonna have an instant replay of the James Madison over today that we had in the beginning of the season? I fucking hope we do. I would love something like that. Fighting Illini, ranked 25th, 7-3 on the season. Going up against Rutgers, 6-4. Let me get these live odds up, and we'll start breaking it down. Somewhere along the way, I'll find it. There it is. Fighting Illini on the road, catching 2.5. They are plus 2.5. They're coming off their 38-16 win over Michigan State. By the way, pretty sure somebody said Purdue. Yep. Pretty sure somebody was, I at least made one call right yesterday. Purdue plus the points. I made one call right for you guys yesterday. College basketball's been a little wacky as of late. Just when I think it irons itself out, it decides to throw me a new curveball. But again, Fighting Illini, big win last week. They had a week off as a bye before that. They lost to Minnesota at home, 25-17. They lost to the Ducks. They got smoked by the Ducks, 38-9. They beat up Michigan. They beat up Purdue, and they didn't beat them up. They edged them out. Purdue could have very easily won that game. They beat them in a massively scoring 99-point game, 50-49. 14-point loss to Penn State. Close win over Nebraska, winning by a touchdown. Beat Central Michigan, beat Kansas, and beat Eastern Illinois. Then you got the old Scarlet Knights in Rutgers, 6-4, already bowl eligible, looking to do more. They are on a 2-game win streak, beating both Maryland 31-17 and Minnesota 26-19. They did lose to my Trojans 42-20, and they lost to the Bruins, which, by the way, those two teams play each other. Go fight, win, go Trojans, baby. They lost to UCLA 35-32 in a closer game. That was when they had their little four-game losing streak for the Scarlet Knights, which included losses to Nebraska, Wisconsin, UCLA, and USC. What a schedule right there. They had a big win over Washington, Virginia Tech, and Akron, as well as Howard to start the season. They started out 4-0, then went 0-4, and then have came back and won 2 straight. Here they are. They get to finish the year with the Fighting Illini, and then they get Michigan State. They're at home, laying 2.5 minus 108. Money line makes more sense if you like Rutgers today, as they're laying 126 on the money line versus 2.5 minus 108. I would lay the other 18 cents all day, every day, and take them to win the game outright, rather than having to win by a field goal. Total on this one is over 47.5. Over 47.5. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say the Fighting Illini and Rutgers go over the total. At one point during this game, that total is going to go over. Robert, I answered that question as soon as we're done with this breakdown. As far as this game goes, I lean towards Rutgers money line minus 126, like Rutgers money line. And I'm going to be honest, I think the total goes over. I do. I like the total. Illinois can put up points when needed. Rutgers can put up points. I think the total should have been in the 50s. I'm going to be honest, I missed the total on this one. I completely skipped right over it until later on this morning. I actually was looking at this game before we went live. My plays are already out, but I like the over. I think it's worthy of a wager. I think the over is worthy of a wager this morning, and I'm going to have a bet on it. All right, am I going to bet it big? No, but I'm going to bet to win $400. It's $456 to win $400, and I just bet it right now. Just put it up right now, and it's locked, loaded, and ready to go. Going to get a screenshot and put it up on the screen, but I did. I took a hard look at this one, literally, while that countdown was going on. I was still looking at this game going, how did I miss this total? That was my instant thought this morning, was like, how did I miss this one on my radar? Because I completely overlooked it. Let's see here. Let's get this one up on the screen. But I did. I just bet it $456 to win $400. Bada bing, bada boom. Robert says, good morning. Kyle, this past week has been crazy, and you're on fire with the free plays. Do you play Turkey Day golf before the family get-together? Generally, no. I smoke a turkey, so I'm usually smoking turkey for fucking all day. I think I smoked the bird last year for 11 hours, which is crazy for a bird to smoke for 11 hours, and it was legit the best turkey I have ever smoked. And I went away from doing the whole turkey. I don't eat dark meat. Maybe my mom might eat a turkey leg, but my mom's not coming for Thanksgiving. Last year I go to the butcher and I get these massive, and I mean massive turkey breasts. You know, like where they butterfly them and it's the one side and the one side, right? You know, each side of the turkey. Literally 14 pounds of breast meat. 14 straight pounds of breast meat. And I do my little concoction and, you know, soak that bad boy overnight, brine it overnight, season it the way I need to, and then I put it on the smoker, and I literally smoke it on the lowest temperature I can keep my smoker at. And the dark meat of a turkey. I've just never been a fan of dark meat turkey. I ate some fucking chicken legs, but turkey dark meat I just never been a fan of. It's like duck. I don't eat fucking duck. I'll eat pheasant or quail or dove, but I don't eat duck. Duck's greasy though. I don't know what I'm missing, right? I know. I'm told that all the time. Literally, Xavier, I'm told that all the time. You're missing the best part. My ex-mother-in-law was like, you better be fucking smoking a whole turkey because I want the legs and the dark meat. I'm like, all right. But it's literally just me and my daughter this year. Last year I didn't have my little one, so it was me, and then invited over a girlfriend of mine, and I think and her daughter came over, so it was just the three of us. But I literally cook like a whole fucking 14 pounds of breast meat, and it's literally like lunch for a year afterwards. So 14 pounds of breast meat is a lot of meat, and but yeah, I smoke turkey all day long. I do the whole turkey dinner, everything. And last year for Thanksgiving and Christmas, everything was done on the smoker. The fucking mashed potatoes, deviled eggs were. I boiled the deviled eggs, but I actually smoked the yolk afterwards. Which, by the way, if you guys have never done that, I've boiled the eggs, clean them, take the yolk out, and I mash it. I didn't mix it with the mayonnaise and the mustard yet, but took the actual smashed yolk, put it in a little cast iron, put it in the smoker for like 35, 40 minutes, and then put it back in the fridge, let it cool down, then mix it with your mayonnaise and mustard. Fucking the best deviled eggs I've ever had. So I did everything on the smoker last year. The turkey, the deviled eggs, mashed potatoes were, after I mashed them, were smoked on the smoker. Stuffing was cooked on the smoker. The yams were cooked on the smoker. Everything was done on the smoker, and it was green bean casserole. It was fucking amazing. And so I did the same thing with Christmas. Turkey breast. It's all I eat, you know. On Thanksgiving, it's like, I don't know. I just never, and I hear it all the time. Oh, you're missing the best part of the turkey. I don't know. It would be cheaper for me to go get a fucking turkey from the grocery store on sale for like 89 cents a pound or 49 cents a pound. Because I go to the butcher and I get one of them big ass turkey breasts. Things are like $60 fucking dollars. You know, and then last year at Thanksgiving, I didn't get many leftovers because I took it out of the fridge so it would warm up, so I wasn't eating like, you know, ice cold fucking turkey. And I took one bite, went outside, did some yard work out back, was getting the hot tub ready, and for that evening, and it came inside, and I was like, where the fuck's the turkey? I swear I took it out of the fridge, and I see my fucking giant golden doodle out back, and he's just fucking turkey comatose. That dude had to eat at least 10 pounds of fucking smoked turkey, and I was pissed. But he obviously liked it. So now when I smoke a turkey, he's fucking right by my side waiting for me to drop it. Honestly, I think he might knock me over for it one day. But yeah, golf. Last year I went hiking right when I put the bird on the smoker. But I'm going to be honest, like, I've seen so many people's houses catch on fire. And, like, I don't think my house would catch on fire if the smoker went up in flames. And, I mean, I've had a Traeger that is, you know, backlit and caught on fire. I've had my other smoker as well do it. But I clean them out pretty religiously. And it's when if I'm lazy, that's when you have an issue. But I've seen so many people's houses catch on fire and burn down because they're not there for their smoker if it catches on fire. So last year I went hiking and I could see my house from the mountain I was hiking on, and I just prayed I didn't see fucking smoke the whole time. And luckily I didn't, but I would love to go golf in the morning. But no, to answer your overall question, no, I won't. I have my daughter this year. Thank the good Lord I get my little one this year for Thanksgiving. So I think we're going to golf Friday. Me, the doc, and both our daughters. Because both our daughters compete in the junior PGA, and they play again. Well, usually together, so. Can we discuss Western Kentucky and Liberty? We can do that. I'll consider that an early game. A 1 p.m. Eastern time. An hour later start. Yeah, who dat about that big old fucking golden doodle. You wonder why people go like, well, how did he get so big? Eating fucking turkey? He took that whole bag. Fucking bastard didn't even leave me a slice. I had stuffing and mashed potatoes for days and no fucking turkey. Western Kentucky, Liberty. Western Kentucky, 7-3. Let me get these live odds up for this one. 7-3. Liberty, 7-2. A little Conference USA matchup. Conference USA is like the new MAC Action. Conference USA been giving us fireworks. And by the way, the official name for MAC Action is No Action MAC. We're going to refer to it now in the future as the No Action MAC because fucking games out of there just suck. All right, Western Kentucky on the road, +1.5, -120. Get these odds right here. Western Kentucky, +120. Or excuse me, screwing it all up. Western Kentucky is +1.5, -120. Or you could take them on the money line, -$1.11. No thanks. I'd rather take the +1.5. Liberty laying 1.5, -102 or -108 on the money line. You guys literally have to make sure you're paying attention when you're looking at odds because a lot of these odds don't make any sense. Western Kentucky, Liberty total on this one over all fives, 55.5. Diving into Western Kentucky, coming off their loss to Louisiana Tech in a game where we saw 19 fucking points scored. If you guys remember that game, I do. I clearly remember that game going, how the hell is there only, 19 points scored? When literally the week before they win 41-28. Before that it was 31-14. As well as 31-14 the week prior to that. 44-17. They had a 21-20 loss to Boston College. And then they had that game against LA Tech where they had 19 points scored. Liberty. Winning 2 games straight. Although they did have UMass, and they beat them 35-34 in a very close game. They were able to outbest Middle Tennessee by 20, winning 37-17. They lost to Jacksonville State 31-21. They lost to Kennesaw State 27-24. William Cheek, good morning. When you look at some of their losses, they're obviously losses that they could have won. Games they could have won. Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State, even though they lost by 10 there. Definitely could have won both of those. And their losses they should have won, could have won, but they still lost to very subpar teams for their 2 losses this season. As far as this game goes, I completely skipped right over this one, Clint. Not skipped, meaning past it. I broke it down. I wanted to like Western Kentucky, and if I did anything, I would probably lean towards Western Kentucky. But I just can't. I think this is a very close game. I think the bookmakers, unless somebody fumbles it 2 or 3 times and somebody's able to get touchdowns off of turnovers, I think this is going to be a very close game. Very close game. First quarter total is 12.5. First half number, same as really the full game. First half, Western Kentucky is exact opposite. Western Kentucky's laying 1.5 in the first half. With a total over and under 28.5. I'm just not a fan of the numbers on this game. I think they're very close. Second quarter total over 16.5. Everything about this game to me, when I looked at it, was just a straight pass on this one. Straight pass on this one. Wasn't a fan of it, and wanted to be. Trust me, really wanted to be because I like Western Kentucky. Made some good money on them, and wanted to keep rolling with them, but I just can't in this one. Mr. Warden, we need more than a big day today. We need more than a big day today. Tyler, Les, Ricky Brown, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays for today. Gennaro as well, double dipping. I saw your comment that you're going to be hammering these games today. Glad to have you on board. Thomas as well. Alizer, welcome back. Glad to see you on board. Jumping on board premium plays today. Mario as well, jumping on board premium plays today. Glad to have all of you guys back. Big welcome to Eric Ramirez. If you're watching, Eric, welcome. I see you jumped on board the Guaranteed Play Week package. You get Guaranteed Saturday today. You get the Sunday NFL Guarantee tomorrow. Next week, we've got a big week with I love Thanksgiving week when it comes to betting. We get an early week soccer game of the week. The FC group is dropping their NFL game of the month early in the week. We get my game of the week next week, which hopefully we'll get that black flag off of our head, which I think I slept it off last night because I woke up to a nice 4-team parlay that I won. Late night live betting. So bet it, went to bed, woke up, fucking an extra $2,700 in the account. So I'm feeling good, like, got rid of the bad mojo. Sometimes you got to go outside in the rain and, turn around backwards 3 times or do something to get the fucking black flag off of you. Alex, what time is my first play here? I will tell you the time slots. Like today, premium plays. Premium plays do not have an early play. Their first play is 2:30 Eastern time, 11:30 in the morning Pacific time. So there's no early plays for premium plays. I have one early game. I have one 1 o'clock Eastern time, 9 in the morning on the West Coast. So I have one early play, and then everything else is spread out. I have one early, a couple in the afternoon, and then one late afternoon game. The FC group has one early and then 2 extremely late games. So, yeah, Alex, I only have one early game. Everything else is after that. Everything is after that. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. JJ went to sleep by a loss, half a point. I feel you there. Indiana's still safe. I like Indiana, yeah. Wouldn't have gave it out if I didn't like it. Free plays have been money. I think Ohio State ends up getting a victory, but I don't think they cover. But I explained that in the daily video. So Xavier, so yesterday, before I bet that one that I bet, I fired $1,400 on a live wager, which paid $5,400. So it paid like $4,000 plus my money back, right? It was Washington live against Alcorn State, laying 14.5. I bet it when they were up 15 with like 1.5 minutes to go. They win by 17. I had UCLA laying 31.5 at minus 125. And I forgot I had the button checked where it says, just don't review. If the line changes, let the bet go through. The entire last part of those 2 minutes of the UCLA game, I'm thinking I'm winning. I'm thinking I got them at 31.5. I go back to check. No, that fucking thing switched it to 33.5 at plus money at plus 104. And they fucking got me. Because I would have never taken them at 33.5. They were only up by 30 at the time that I bet it. And it switched it from laying like minus 128 to plus 104. And they win by 33. By the hook. For 4K profit. Crypto and tokens is as easy to withdraw. Yeah, it's easy. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I bet on FanDuel more than I do anything. I have an account there, and occasionally I'll bet there. And I mean, I have money in the account there, and I haven't withdrawn it in a while. But yeah, every time that I have, I mean, and I've withdrawn big. If you guys remember back in the day, I mean, I had withdrawals where they were sending me Bitcoin at 50,000 a pop. So very easy to withdraw over there. Super good guys. Super good guys over there. I don't know what the time frame is, but yeah, it should be super easy. Yeah, Xavier, the hooks it was fucking miserable. And I actually thought it was a winner. I had the game on the TV laying in bed watching the TV, and I was like, yeah, we won by 33 because They had the ball up 33. The other team did with 24 seconds. They ended up letting it dribble it out. And I was like, oh, I covered. I was waiting for them to sink a 3 for the dagger. And I go to log on and look, and I was like, the fuck? 33 and a half? And so let me see if I can find it. It's at the very bottom of the screen. It says accept odds movements. And it's like a little slider bar. You click it, it'll turn green. And it changes your settings. But at the very bottom, right above the green button that says like place one bet for 500, right? It's right there. Oh, Xavier, yeah, I was like, I'm laying in bed going, I mean, I literally like fist pumped when they dribbled it out and they didn't shoot like a do-nothing 3 at the very end of the game. And you hear the buzzer. I was like, yeah, while I was laying in bed. And dog's looking at me like I'm fucking stupid. And then I went to go live bet the UNLV game when they were down, and I was going to bed. I was like, yep, I'm going to live bet UNLV and go to bed. And I log on, and I'm like, the fuck's my 5,400? And then I went to settled, and I look, and it was at 33 and a half. And I was like, I would have never taken it at 33 and a half. I would have just taken Washington and called it a day. But unfortunately, sometimes you get fucking shystered by the book. But it's okay. I'm going to fucking get them today. We're going to get them today. We're going to start with this one right here. All right, we need to do some more breakdowns because here's the schedule, guys. Here is the schedule. We're going to be live for about 15 minutes here. We're going to be live for about 15 more minutes. Ronaldo, you've been getting screwed with... Yeah, they switched the lines on us a lot, especially live. We're going to be live until about 11:55 here, okay? And then I'm going to immediately get off the live show, and I'm going to restart the second live show. The second live show is for everybody whose name is in green, YouTube exclusive members. If your name is not in green and you're not a YouTube exclusive member, here is my personal invite to you guys to become a YouTube exclusive member. If you're betting on anything, if you're betting $10, it's worth it. You will make your money back in one live show. It's a live show geared 100% towards live wagering of the games that are going on. Okay? The games going on will be what we're discussing and what we're looking at. And I can't promise you how many games we bet. Sometimes we bet 1, 2, or fucking 13. The link to join is in the comment section down below. It's cheap. $9.99 a month to $14.99 a month. What's the difference? One gets you more access as far as additional videos. I will have additional members-only videos throughout the day. In fact, if I remember, and if one of you guys want to remind me, because I tee off at about 11:40, 11:50 my time, which is I think I tee off at 1:50 on the East Coast time. If somebody reminds me at 1:50, 2:30 to 3 o'clock Eastern time, I will do a members-only video for all of our YouTube exclusive members, no matter what access level you have, from the golf course. I will have probably one of the guys that I'm golfing with. I've got some... He's been on the show during March Madness. Huge Duck follower, Oregon Duck bettor, Duck alumni. He's actually been on multiple live shows years ago when we used to do them all the live shows live during March Madness from Vegas. So he's been on the show as a guest picker before. Maybe we'll do a video with him. I'm sure he won't mind. So But somebody needs to remind me. Because once we have a birdie, the birdie shots start flowing, all right? And it's a good time on the golf course with this group. People are smoking, people are drinking, and we're having a great time. So my memory after we start, depending on how good we start, may be gone out the window pretty quickly. So if somebody wants to send me a reminder text message, this is an open invite. Somebody wants to send me a reminder text message at between 2:30 and 3:30 Eastern time, not earlier, 2:30 and 3:30 Eastern time, I'll do a members only video with Darren. Alex says, I'm not going to lie, your plays today look like a sweep. I like them all. I love them. And I mean, I'll be honest, I always like the games that I put out, or else I wouldn't bet them, right? But, like, there's been a little bit of I'm not going to call it bad luck. You call it whatever the fuck you want. And it probably is just bad luck. We won so much before. You get a little black cloud over your head. But I'm telling you, I got rid of that black cloud last night when I went to bed and woke up with a 14 parlay live bet that cashed. So, ching. All right, let's get another breakdown in because we're going to be live for 11 more minutes. We're going to get off the live. We're going to join members only. But the link is down below for anybody that wants to become a YouTube exclusive member. It's cheap, it's fun, and you get access to more stuff, and you get to come join us in the live show. So if your name's not showing up in green, or maybe you're just not a commenter, you don't have to participate in it. You can still have access and join it. But it's a lot of fun. It is definitely a lot of fun. Link is down below, or you can click the join button or the $sign and come join us in the members only live. Guaranteed Saturday, the cutoff, which by the way, if you guys are on Guaranteed Saturday, I think you guys like it as much as I do. The Guaranteed Saturday that we put out at the company is definitely vibing big. I don't know how to describe it. It is definitely vibing big, and I know I personally need a monster win. Especially after yesterday and last week, I'm still down huge, and I need a big win. I'm getting it all back on Guaranteed Saturday. Every fucking penny of it. Every penny of it. In fact, I'm going to see if I can get some of these suckers at the golf course to go against me, and I can make some fucking cash off of them. All right, next breakdown. Next breakdown. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the North Carolina and Boston College game. Let's take a look at that North Carolina-Boston College game. Let me get the live odds up and running for that one. North Carolina on the road, laying 2.5. Minus 140. Renaud says, do you think the James Madison game we get a repeat with the high-scoring game? So you know what? We were on North Carolina that day, so might as well take a look at North Carolina. Alex, I discussed the Indiana game a little bit in the daily free play video, and there's a free play on that in the daily free play video. Right there, right there, brother. Gotcha. North Carolina laying 2.5, minus 115 or minus 140 on the money line. Boston College, the good old BC, plus 2.5, total sitting over and under 50.5 points. The line on this one has dropped down. Boston College is one game away from being bowl eligible. They sit 5-5. You know, guys, I wish we could get like 17 games out of college football. Why can't they have a bigger schedule? Why do they only get to play 12 games plus the bowl season? Why can't we get more games? Give us 14 plus the playoffs and bowl games. You know, let's start in early August, maybe end of July. They get North Carolina today, and then they get Pittsburgh next week. They get Pittsburgh to round it out. So if Boston College wants to make a bowl game, they got to get it done here, because I don't know how much of a chance they're going to have against Pittsburgh. But again, North Carolina bowl eligible. Started out great, then went completely flat. They won 3 straight to start the season, beating Minnesota, Charlotte, and North Carolina Central. And then they ran into old JMU, where we saw 120 points scored. And that was the live show where we had 13 wagers made. During the live show, we won 11 of them. We lost 2 small ones, and we won 11 big fucking wagers in that live show. They lost to Duke by 1 in a close game the week after that. Then they lost by 10 to Pittsburgh. Then they lost to Georgia Tech. After starting out 3-0, they rattled off 4 straight losses. And they have rattled back with 3 straight wins, beating Florida State 35-11, Wake Forest 31-24. Oh yeah, and don't forget, before that, the first one back in the win column was 41-14 win over Virginia. When you're looking at the old BC, we predicted BC a couple times right this year as dogs. Week 1 against Florida State, some guy stood right here in this same spot and said, "You can call me crazy, but take Boston College on the money line." And they won 28-13. That crazy ding-dong was me. They've got wins over Duquesne, Michigan State, Western Kentucky, and Syracuse. They're coming off their 38-28 loss over SMU. And like I said, they get 2 games left. They get this game and they get Pittsburgh. They're not going to have an easy time against Pitt. And they're not going to have an easy time against North Carolina. North Carolina is going to play them tough. Total on this one, 50.5. I lean towards North Carolina all day, every day. But I do believe Boston College knows that if they want to make a bowl game, it's got to be in this game. If they want to be bowl eligible, they got to get it done in this game. I think the game's going to be close. I think North Carolina will edge them out when it's all said and done. I like North Carolina. I would take them on the money line if I was betting them. I think it's worth a small little wager. North Carolina money line minus $1.40. You know, I like them. Maybe it's a $200 wager, $280 to win $200. I don't like it big. I think this game is going to be tight. I think Boston College plays them very well, but I think at the very end, North Carolina is able to edge them. First quarter total over 10.5 at plus 116. Hard pass. First quarter winner on this one. Minus 125 for North Carolina. Minus 102 for BC. I've got it at a coin flip. I would rather not play it. Maybe the tie at plus 320 in the first quarter. I think this is going to be a very closely contested game. As far as the total goes, I'm going to be honest. I can literally plead you a case why it's going to be a 21-20 game, or it's going to be a fucking 55-54 game. Thomas, 3:30 Eastern time is the cutoff for the guaranteed Saturday. 3:30 Eastern time. Just gandering at some other early games. You know, SMU on the road against Virginia. This is one of the early games that literally starts in 9 minutes. Everybody is rolling on SMU. Everybody. And for rightful reasons. Thomas, please drive safe, brother. You know, everybody is rolling on SMU for rightful reasons. They're 9-1. They just beat up Boston College. They're laying the points on the road against Virginia. Is 11.5 a lot? 11.5 on the road's a decent amount. Virginia on the road, and keep in mind, Virginia's at home. They got smoked by Notre Dame. They beat Pittsburgh. They got smoked at home by North Carolina. They lost by 17 to Clemson. Lost by 4 to Louisville. Beat up Boston College by 10 at home. I think Virginia can probably keep it within the 11.5, and I might be crazy there. I just think it's a sneaky game. Chad, what did you win on the 92? You won premium plays. You just need to log into your account. Norman Hill, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays for 3 days, as well as guaranteed Saturday. Glad to have you on board, Norman. As always, Greg jumping on board my personal plays for today. Scott jumping on board premium plays. Zach jumping on board my personal plays. Thank you guys for jumping on board today. It's going to be a great time. And by the way, there's no early premium play. The first premium play is not until, I think what I say it was, 1 o'clock, or excuse me, 2:30 Eastern time is the first premium play. So just going down the list, Miami laying 20. That line was 23.5 last night, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a lot against Wake Forest. I have not been a Miami backer at all this season. They're 9-1. They've had some close games. I've been wishing for them to get upset, right? I've been trying to get them to get upset. They're 9-1. I'm glad they're not undefeated. I'm so glad they're not sitting 10-0 because I think they're overrated. I think they're overrated. Now, Wake Forest, they're 4-6. They've got to win out against Miami and Duke to become bowl eligible. Do I think it happens? No, I don't think the 22.5 point dog wins outright today, but boy, am I fucking hoping so. Boy, am I hoping so. Thomas, yes, Guaranteed Saturday is in the $150 package. The Guaranteed Play Week package, that is included in, it's Guaranteed Saturday, the Sunday play tomorrow, next week's soccer game of the week, the FC Group's NFL game of the month, and then my game of the week. There's Norman. What's going on, man? So I'm rooting against Miami. I don't have a dollar in this fight. They probably cover the 23 just because I want them to lose. But again, don't have a dollar on them. Just running down the list of the early games that I don't have a play on. UConn and Syracuse. This is going to be a good game. This is going to be a good game. If I did anything on this, I think the game goes over. I think the game goes over 52.5. I think we get into the 60s in this game between UConn and Syracuse. As far as the side goes, I'd probably take UConn on the road plus 10.5. UConn in the over looks too good to be true. That's why I stayed off of it. But I like the over. I like the over. Sam Houston State, Jacksonville State, nothing. Over or bust. Over the 57.5 or bust for me. Iowa and Maryland. I like Iowa. I liked them last night. The money line was like minus 175. I didn't take it. The money line is up to 192 right now. I like it. Somehow that total over 40.5. Iowa generally goes under. But I got a sneaky suspicion they might clip 40.5 points there. So I only have one early game with the exception of the game that's on the screen right here. The Illinois and Rutgers game over. That, and then I have one personal play that I bet. I've only made 2 wagers early. It's this one and then my personal play. And only one early personal play. So if you're not on board, go get on board. CMM, am I going live? Yeah, we're going live in 4 more minutes. So I'm going to get off the live here. Here is the link again for members only. Come join us. If your name is not in green, if you're not a YouTube exclusive member, here is your open invite. Alex, you're fucking done. You're done. The Trojans win, baby. The Trojans win. Go fight win. At the Rose Bowl. Type in G under 47.5 for what? Mr. Bracken's going to be texting me. Thank you. Yeah, go fight, win. Let's go Trojans, baby. Let's go Trojans. All right, guys. Going to get off the live here. Come join us for Members Only Live. Come join us for Members Only Live. Alex, text me. Yeah, we'll do a side bet. Alex, text me. Members Only Live, come join us. I'm literally going to turn this off. I'm going to restart it, and we'll be on Members Only Live. I'll start it immediately, but I probably won't be there for about 5 minutes. Good luck, everybody, and let's have some fun. And please, no matter what everybody wagers,